Okay, hey, College Unbound, everyone. I want to get into it because there's a lot to cover. I want to try and talk fast. It's the fourth week of the semester. Many of you are halfway through your classes, and these are real exciting times in the fall when you get clearer and clearer about your project, about your work together, about your cohort, and your commitment to one another. And College Unbound, too, is doing that work right now. In 10 days, we're hosting a virtual site visit from the New England Council of Higher Education. And as we all know and feel, feedback is important and can be a real useful structure for reflection, for refinement, for storytelling. It's embedded, as you know, throughout College Unbound. It's our public exhibitions, our weekly student project shares together in your cohort, your one-on-ones with your lab faculty. And as the New England Council of Higher Ed comes to visit us, we're confident that we're going to be able to tell the story of the school through our data, through stories, through relationships. And it's about now, it's about what we were, it's about what we're becoming, and how we're navigating these three simultaneous crises happening in higher education, all connected to our shared community health, all interlinked about funding, about racial equity, and about this global pandemic and real deep health worries and concerns about how we survive and thrive together. That's curricular work for sure. It's also fundraising work about how we build the school so it can continue to grow. It's also internal work that we do as a staff and a faculty to hold one another account, to make sure that our mission and our vision are truly lived in our daily interactions. And that's needed, it's regular, and it's hard work, not separate from our work in accreditation, but embedded in what it means to be unbound in a college and to try and unpack ourselves from structures of traditional higher ed, of the world as it is, and take time to think about the world that we want to be and to create. In doing that, I want to invite you as students to participate in that process in a few ways. You'll each see an email invitation in this document to join a forum, an open forum for the New England Council of Higher Education when they visit, 3 p.m. on Tuesday, September 29th. It's a chance for you to meet with the team, to talk about what your experience is at College Unbound, and to talk about why you are here, what you want to do, and what the degree means to you. Additionally, you'll see an invitation to nominate yourself or fellow students to serve on College Unbound committees. Now, just like everything else at College Unbound, we don't see things as extracurricular. So participation in a committee, student services, academic affairs, development, executive committee, where you get to be on the board, also leads to earning 1 credit towards your bachelor's degree. We hope that participation at College Unbound echoes your participation in the world of your project as well as larger civic participation. At College Unbound, we'll continue to host workshops about the census and voter registration. There'll be information about that here and in future emails to come. And civic participation also extends with it to join work initiated by members of the College Unbound family, staff and faculty and fellow students who, on October 10th through 12th, on Francis Street, we'll hold a Black Lives Matter mural project where you can participate in the creation of a mural on the street and begin to take part in a year-long deep unpacking of the hardscrabble neighborhood of Providence that once stood there in downtown. And when I'm talking about what stood there and land, I also cannot just talk about land without acknowledging lands which have been stolen. There have always been indigenous peoples in the spaces we now call home, in Providence and far outside of Providence, and there always will be. We at College Unbound stand on the ancestral and present lands of the Narragansett people. We pay respects to their elders, past and present, and through this work also want to take time to consider the many legacies of violence, displacement, migration, and settlement that bring us here today. And I know I keep making this letter longer and longer as I go on because there's so much to do, to think about, to plan, to take part in. But there's also, Thursday is a day formerly called Constitution Day. I don't know if it's on anyone's calendar. But as a higher ed institution, we need to recognize it. We need to bring it up, but also it connects to all the things I just said. It reminds me of that phrase, a more perfect union. Because that's the work we're undertaking together about what it means to be more perfect, to strive for something better than we are, to push for a world better than the one we today inhabit. So I'm excited to join on that work with you, to continue on that work with you. Please take part in committees, in murals, in your project work, in the college, in love and struggle and care and compassion and everything. Take care. Bye.